Many millions of years ago, on the planet Cybertron, life existed. But not life as we know it today. Intelligent robots that could think and feel inhabited the cities. They were called Autobots and Decepticons.
Oh yeah! Good morning! Yes! It is I, your host, PoGokeRo! Coming at ya live this beautiful Sunday morning. It's cold. 35 degrees outside. What? In April? What's going on? Yeah, it happens, right? Yes, good morning. Turn this down a bit. Alright. Turn it down a little bit. We're rocking, things are going. Hold on, working this out here. Alright. Yeah, wow. Craziness. It's been a crazy week. Things are going much faster now. This is why I was kind of hung up, freaking out about Pelosi not pushing forward with impeachment, because she just gave up all her inertia. I mean, maybe there's a process, but they need to make this process go super quick and move right to hearings, because it's clear that Trump and company, they're not going to follow the rule of law. They're just not going to do it. Like, yeah, you can threaten contempt, jailment for contempt, but that's like, you got to go do it. You got to threaten it. You got to do it, or they won't even try. Billy Barr is still hiding. Like, he won't come out. He won't come to the meeting. Like, he was gonna get the treatment, and he's like, nope, not showing up. So you gotta arrest him. You gotta exercise your power. Congress. Yeah, the Trump administration is totally not working at all with Congress. It's clear they're in open revolt. The White House is in open revolt, and it's already gutted most of the government, the federal government, and replaced the leaders with acting heads, acting without congressional oversight, without congressional approval, just people he picked. It's just people he picked because he put them into position and then fired the guy. So that the next person that he picked would become the acting person. So, yeah, things are going down. Things are happening. Like, really fast. So it's important that we take note of what's going on, because they're spinning there's two different worlds out there right now. There's the world that you and I share, and then there's the Fox crazy fascist world, where they have totally different ideas. They don't have any relation to truth whatsoever, and that's what makes them dangerous. So hey, I've been working a little bit on Grandmother Station. I'm not anywhere near done. Oh man, this takes forever.
The Decepticons were driven by a single goal: total domination. They set out to destroy the peace-loving Autobots, and a war between the forces of good and evil raged across Cybertron.
Right?
Devastating all in its path, draining the planet's once rich sources of energy. The Autobots, on the verge of extinction, battled valiantly to survive.
Right? We can do it. We got this. Like, it's getting crazy, right? I mean, we all see it. It's getting crazier and crazier. Yeah, it's getting crazier and crazier. Yeah, what happened this week? Donald Trump started using the word coup. Just started using it. Oh yeah, those are like the investigation. The Mueller investigation was an attempted coup against Trump. So he's testing, right? He's testing it. he's already laying the foundation to number one, invalidate any if he loses the 2020 election. He's already set the stage for if he loses the 2020 election, right? But that's going to be really tough because he's let the Russians in. Like, we knew they attacked us in 2016, and he has done zero to protect us. In fact, he's done the opposite. He's opened us up further to attack. Mitch McConnell got the Russians, the sanctions on the Russians removed, and then invited them to build a company in Kentucky. You know, how nice of him. Like, he sells out the country to our enemy, Russia, and then invites them into our country and give him money. So you can see that things are pretty bad right now. And it's happening faster and faster. So Donald Trump used the word coup, and he's testing it. He's because what they do is they project, and that's really a thing. I don't know the psychology behind it, but the idea is that you take a person who is projecting, takes a negative thing about themselves, and then they put it on someone else, and then they talk about it. They spend energy to pin it on the person over there. They pin it on them, so that the bandwidth is being directed toward this person. even if the label is incorrect and false, it doesn't matter. The bandwidth is being spent over there. So the person over here has to spend energy to take this fake label off of them, instead of talking about the fact that this label belongs on the person who's projecting it. So Trump, we know from the Mueller report, Trump colluded and conspired with the Russians to overthrow the 2016 elections, Mueller Volume 1. Then he covered up that crime by obstructing justice, Mueller Volume 2. So yeah, Mueller Volume 1, Mueller Volume 2. Conspiracy and obstruction. Conspiracy is all on Donald Trump. So what does he do? He projects it. He pushes it off of him and onto someone else, namely the Democrats. What? Rod Rosenstein is a Republican who is a Trump ally, and he's the one who appointed Robert Mueller. It wasn't the Democrats, but Trump is always lying, always projecting, always muddling the reality field, so that if you try to talk about Trump, you can't, because there's so many different lies about him that he's like surrounded in a cloud of lies. Okay, so video game talk, right? And there's this game called StarCraft 2. Yeah, dude, StarCraft 2, the Koreans love it. It's a great game. It's a great game by Blizzard. StarCraft 2 has this unit, this creature called the Defiler. It looks like a little scorpion. And what the Defiler does is it casts a spell to cloud the whole area in like debris, so that if you're outside the cloud, you can't shoot into it. It just there's too much stuff in the way. It bounces off, and you can't see into it. And if you're in the cloud, you can't shoot because there's too much stuff in the way. So the only thing you can do is just grab onto something and hit them. Like, there's no ranged attacks can work. So Donald Trump, in essence, is in the middle of a cloud of lies. If you're on the outside and you try to talk about Donald Trump, it's hard because he's surrounded by so many lies. He projects so much that you're always trying to, you have to cut through the lies to get to him. And if you're talking to someone who's bought the lies, you can't do it because they're operating from the other side. I mean, a totally different perspective. Oh man, it just gets crazy. All right, so hey, I've been hanging out here in Grandmother's Station. I've been working on it. It's a lot of work. I didn't realize how much work this would be, but yeah, it's a lot of work. I revamped the exit system, and I've decorated a bit with some colored blocks, because Grandfather Station is all white. It's all just one color, and I like Grandmother Station being like really, really colorful, especially since outside is snowy and barren. And also I had to like figure out how to work a train station with only one track for in and out. Like, that was a challenge. So how this works here is that when you enter in, it just pops in here, and to take off, you start up here. I'm gonna make this larger, glass like that. But remember, the original station was only about this big, so I've really had to expand a lot to fit the station on here. Again, I didn't realize how big it would be. Again. Okay. And then, so yeah, it's the same thing though, right? You hop in, and if you don't select anything, you just go back around on your course. And it just hops in there, and then you're back. So it's just nice. And then I fixed the way to Democracy Station. It was very important that I make a new way. This new tunnel had to be protected from outside forces. So what I've done is I've made a clear tunnel, right? It's transparent, but it's protected. It's a transparent tube, because otherwise the skeletons would like shoot the hell out of me, and then it would be terrible. See, there's one right there right now. See, hiding. But yeah. And then once I leave the snowy area, then I can like hop back out and just be normal. But yeah, so I had to make this emergency connection from Grandmother Station to Democracy Station, because our democracy needs all the help it can get. We need to defend what we've got and realize our values and remember what we stand for. Remember in the Declaration of Independence, the truth that is self-evident is that all people are created equal. That is the basis of the founding of our nation. So if you don't believe in that, then you're not with our nation. So yeah, what else has been going on? Jack Dorsey, Jack Twitter. Jack Twitter had a talk with Donald Trump this week. He went into a private room with Donald Trump for about a couple hours, and they had a chat. Donald Trump and Jack Dorsey. And when Jack Dorsey came out, he said Donald Trump was complaining that he was losing followers, because Jack Dorsey said, well, we have to ban some of these Russian bots, and Donald Trump didn't like that. And then so people say, then Jack Dorsey, why don't you deplatform these Nazis? Like, if you have, if you can stop ISIS, if you can figure out a way to stop ISIS, why can't you figure out a way to stop these white supremacists from spreading hate? And Jack Dorsey said, well, because if we did that, we would have to ban some Republican senators and congresspeople. And if we did that, well, we would get a lot of anger from these white supremacists, and we'd rather keep the money. So Jack Dorsey is a crypto Nazi. because I wouldn't say crypto Nazi. He's like a Nazi apologist. He won't do what he has to do, and he apologizes. He apologizes for the Nazis. He's like, you know, I could do it, but I don't want to, is what he says. Yeah, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. So yeah, people are wondering, was it such a good idea to allow a private organization made up of mostly white men to create a global communications network? Unregulated? Because it sure seems like, you know, I mean, sure, it facilitates the communication of marginalized segments of society to communicate, but it also allows fascists to communicate. I mean, man, we start getting into a crazy, sticky place. So we're back the other way. It's kind of neat. It's coming to the same place but from a different direction. It just looks neat. Like that little lighthouse that Pocky made. It's like that's cool now. You can see it. There's the old track. Oh, that's the old track. That's the way to AFK station, Slime Base. That's up higher, so it doesn't need as much protection from the skeletons. Down here, man, they shoot you in the face. It's no fun. See, that's how it works. Yeah, I've just got to keep, you know, plugging away at it. I mean, I made this nice little sliding glass door. That's kind of cool. Now I just got to like finish the outside here. And then like probably, yeah, raise this roof, make it glass. And then over here, do something like that, make this like nice round out area into glass, I think, to see out here. And then, and then maybe over there make a tower or something on that little island. And then here, check this out. So boats on the ice are like race cars. So it's a little bit like Mario Kart, except really, really slick. It's super. I mean, you like slide. It's like drifting here, right? It's super drifting. I'm in a boat. Oh no. So yeah, you can follow the river, right? Like I'm just like, just go along here, and it's a frozen river, and you just follow it in a boat. But like, it's so slick and hard to walk in, hard to drive, hard to steer. But yeah, that's what. Okay, I'm done with that. Come on, come on! A boat again. So yeah, the frozen wastes, because at night these things are crawling with skeletons that shoot bad arrows that make it so you can't really do anything. Enderman like contemplating suicide. Don't do it, man. Alright. So what else is going on? Terrorism, right? Terrorism. Donald Trump uses Twitter to incite people. His son does it the same thing, Donald Trump Jr. And Fox Network is also a tool to incite people. Like, it's straight up propaganda. It's a straight up fascist propaganda network. I can't believe how crazy and unreal it is. It seems like it seems like a dystopia. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, that station's messed up. I gotta work on that. It looks ugly outside. More coffee, more coffee. I can make this. I mean, it'll just, and that's the thing about Minecraft. Sure, I can do it. It just takes time, and that's the funny thing is that I spend like I'll spend an hour just running around inside the inside of the train station, just running around, hopping around and stuff, not doing anything. Like I'll just like la 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 la, just run around, like. Not doing anything, just hanging out and looking at it and thinking, because all of a sudden in my head it'll like pop, and then there it is, and then I just gotta go do it, and that's the hard part, is the do it part. But like that's another hard part, because if you like, it's hard if you don't know what you're doing, so you can't do anything. If you know what you're doing, then it's easy. Like, I kind of had an idea about this, but I didn't really know how it would work. So it took me a long time. And I think what I had to do was make this part pretty before I could understand this part. So that's what I did. Instead of coming directly to fix this problem, like, oh, this minecart problem, I went over here and I just started working on all the back and making it look nice. And yeah, once I did that, then this started making sense over here, how I was going to fix this, because the return thing now goes down there. It goes down further. Like, here, can you go under there? Like, not really. Yeah, right here. Behind everything. Yeah, here. So yeah. Oh yeah, you can do it like that. So the minecart, if it's empty, it'll just come down here and go back down that way. And I can even show this off outside because it's kind of neat. Yeah, because like nothing can get in there except maybe like baby zombies, but those aren't gonna come here. Come on. Well, here, yeah. See, it comes down there, it goes over there, goes out. And then if you come over here, well, let's see. Well, okay. Yeah, up here is the old rail. It would go that way and into the station. That's not there anymore. Ha ha ha. I mean, the station's there, but man, look what happened to it. I had to build all of this stuff. I mean, I'll make this pretty later on. Like, I'll take out the cobblestone. I don't really like the cobblestone. Not for a train station. You don't want cobblestone. I got a bunch more glacier ice to use. That stuff is nice. Blue ice. And I can't go there without a minecart. I haven't thought about going this way. No, can't. Yeah, I need a way to climb the mountain easily. Ah! Yeah, no, nope, this is not gonna work. I ended up going around to the backside. Alright, whatever. Hey, wait a minute, I have spruce. Let's plant. That's a good idea. Hey. Hey! Ooh, there's a mine. What's a mine doing here? Oh, maybe that was the exit I was gonna make. Alright, that's the start. Oh, I should have brought bone meal. Oh, I can get some bone meal. I got some bones down there. I got some bones. Come on, Rob. There it is. That's like it's just a cliff. Straight cliff on this side. Alright, there we go. Bones to turn into bone meal. The bone meal to go feed to the trees. That work? Well, that one worked. Nope. Oh wait, maybe because this is here. It's not working, and I'm running out of bones. Nope, out of bones. Man, only one tree grew. That's weird. Here, maybe if I put more light. So, what else is going on? I went to the Saturday market. It was pretty nice. I just hung out, really. There weren't too many people who... I mean, there are some people who... Like, they're not vocal anymore. I mean, a few of them are, but... The Trump supporters are a little more subdued. If they don't... Like, yeah, they won't look at the Mueller report. They won't look at it. They just won't do it. Because that destroys them. So, yeah, I implore them, please look at the Mueller report. I implore you. Alright, come on, trees, grow. More torches. Okay, so I planted some trees. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Make a little tower right there, little home. So, what else have we got going on? Yeah, Donald Trump dog whistles. Now the white supremacists are starting to become more and more violent, and Trump is encouraging them with his media. Jack Dorsey is not going to cut him off, and Fox News is of course going to amplify it. So things, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I would hope that if our democratic institutions are still have any kind of power, they would move very quickly. Our elected representatives should begin impeachment hearings immediately, so that we get subpoena power rolling, televised testimony rolling. Because I don't think anything's gonna change until you get that TV. Get all this stuff on TV. Fox News can't ignore it forever. They'll try, but they won't be able to do it forever. So, yeah, man, these are getting shorter and shorter. I'm like, just because, like, I don't know what else to talk about. Man, I must sound like a broken record. Every episode's like the same thing. Trump bad. I mean, listen, like they use guns, they use cars. So, yeah, I'm just hanging out. I don't know what else to do except use my words. And if anyone steps to me, I tell them what's up. So at the market, not many people did. One guy showed up to me with a big Trump 2020 hat, but we had a conversation about stuff. So I don't know if I changed his mind or anything, but I hope I can get him to look at least. This place is all so bright and colorful compared to like outside. Outside's all I connected this ice flow here to see if that would help, but it doesn't really. And there's not really any point to bring a boat in here. I cleared off all this land here and filled it with water to make a better little boat way, but it's not so much fun. Oop. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, whatever. Alright guys, well yeah, I mean I showed off what I'm working on. I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty neat. Oh, I saw the new, spoilers, right? Actually, it's a little too soon for me to do a spoilers. I'm gonna, give it another week so you guys can go watch the movie. But the Avengers Endgame, I went and saw that movie. So, yeah. Anyways, it is 8:40. I think 40 minutes is enough. I didn't really talk about too much stuff. I mean, we're in the midst of a coup. I think people need to understand this. It's weird because, I mean, there was a militia going around rounding up people and putting them in the makeshift prison. The president is telling his staff to ignore subpoenas and to break the law. He's telling people break the law and I'll pardon you. Like, he won't show anything. He won't follow any laws himself. The guy is a straight up fascist. He's a tyrant, Donald Trump. I mean, I've been saying this over and over and over again. I'm hoping people understand and believe me. And I think they are. I think people are starting to catch on. But yeah, like, it's no joke. What's happening here? It's dark. Temporarily. It's not centered. Doesn't matter, it's only temporary. Still not centered. Oh, whatever. Who cares? Okay, I will catch you next time. Man, there's a lot of bad stuff happening. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys except to hang with each other, talk with each other. I don't know. I don't know. I need to write poems or something. All right.